What's up, guys? Rob D at Boiling Point LLC on Twitter and Rob D on YouTube. I also have the Swinging Crypto Discord, and I'm the creator of DigiHex, the meme token to kind of put Richard Hart's Hex token on blast. So we're going to go over DigiByte. I haven't made a DigiByte video in quite some time, so we're going to take a look and see if there's some historical hints hinting towards DigiByte making a move in the near term future. I would say probably within the next 1 to 3 months, maybe 4 months or so. So let's dive right in. Let's take a look and see what's going on. So I put some of this stuff up on the Swinging Crypto Discord. I wanted to look at a more realistic price prediction. I think in the future it could possibly hit $1. I don't think it's going to happen on the next run. It could overshoot my predictions for sure. There's no doubting that. Once it goes parabolic, there's really no targets in sight. But I think 25 cents is a realistic prediction. So I'm going to take a look. I'm going to show you guys what kind of charting I was doing to see if 25 cents could be the potential target for the next top. So I'm looking at the DigiByte USD on Poloniex chart here. I put the settings to remove the wicks, and we're going to get rid of the crazy parabolic gains from 2017 where we spiked over this area here. So we drew this golden trend line, which has about 6 touches here, 3 over here, 3 over here. We're going to eliminate the upper portion of that, the parabolic rise, and what we get is this. This looks, like a pretty decent looking chart. Nothing crazy, no massive parabolic gains, but, it looks like decent slow growth is occurring. Now, if we take that same trend line and step away from the logarithmic chart and we go back to the linear chart, we get this, which just so happens to coincide with the top there as a touch. So now we're going to measure our time frames. We got about 62 bars. This is on the weekly, so it's about 434 days from the last touch to where it broke. We're going to take that chart. We're going to take that time frame there, extend it over, and I believe this puts us somewhere in July of 2020. July or August. Yeah, I think it's towards the end of July. So I drew a horizontal line there. Now we're going to move back to the linear chart, and that puts us right around 23 to 24 cents, which is a good solid price target. So that would end up looking something like this. You would still get your overshoot of the trend line, and then it would slowly come back under this trend line, but it's not going to be massive gains. Could it shoot past higher than that? Yeah, sure. But 23 cents, 24 cents, 25 cents, I think those are really good targets for DigiByte. That's only about a 2x from its top. Yeah, I think the high was around 12 to 13 cents, something like that. Let's take a look. So we had a high of around 13.5 cents. So yeah, you're only looking at about a 2x from the top, which is realistic. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I think that's good growth. That's like a 30-something x from here. Let's see. Yeah, so it's about a 35, 36x from here, which is great gains. But let me show you guys the DigiByte BTC pairing. We have these 2 fractal patterns playing out. I drew a diagonal downtrend resistance, so you guys can see here and up here. Now, what's pretty cool is that we had this period where we ran sideways in here for about 175 days. And why that's important is if you look at our Bollinger Bands, this was the time it took for us to move sideways and get those Bollinger Bands to pinch down. And now we got that same thing going on here. Let me remove the emo ribbon. So we've been moving sideways between 75 and 105 sats for quite some time now. We've been in that little space there for about, this is about 19 weeks so far. So it's been moving sideways there for a while. Its full sideways cycle was about 175 days there. That puts us somewhere around the end of January of 2020, which is actually going to land us right where that diagonal downtrend resistance is. If you guys can take a look and see here, that as soon as we hit that diagonal downtrend resistance, we fell down a little bit lower. That could potentially happen here. So I'm definitely going to keep some money on the sidelines in case we do get that dip down lower. That might end up putting us somewhere in this same box that we were in the previous cycle in 2016, somewhere between 44 and 74 sats before finally breaking it. But we could actually end up just breaking that once we hit it. So yeah, so it's getting close for DigiByte. The Bollinger Bands are definitely getting tight on the weekly, which is hinting towards a possible big move coming in the near future. The daily, let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, the daily bands are really tight. Those are getting really tight. Let's take a look. Let's throw the emo ribbon up there and take a look where we are with the emos. So yeah, we're kind of flirting around with these emos a little bit here. We still have a fan out, which is nice. All our emos are lined up correctly. We're still trying to get back up over that 8 and 13 daily. We'll see how the rest of the day closes there. The weekly, we're kind of squeezing between the 8 and 13 weekly emos. We've been doing that for quite some time now, almost 4 weeks. We've been pinching down in between there. We definitely have a lot of divergence between our shorter time frames, our 8 and 13, and something like our 55, 34. So if we kind of pinch out of there and we break the 21-week moving average, we could possibly get a hit along the 34-week and also that diagonal downtrend resistance. Personally, I think it's just going to move sideways like it did in the last cycle with the Bollinger Bands tightening up. And we're going to have to make a decision once we get to that point, sometime in January, whether we're going to dip down lower, say, move sideways in here, hit this, then come back down here, and then finally break up and over. So we'll have to see how that plays out over the next 3 to 4 weeks or so. So it's going to take a little bit for that to play out. But yeah, overall it looks good. And I want to also show you guys, let's take a look at the MACD. So the MACD is we still have a bullish cross on our MACD. Our histogram is pretty much flat though. Let me scroll in here. So our histogram's been flat for about 5 weeks now. Yeah, it's pretty much flat there for 5. You can even take that back to there. Probably about 9 weeks it's been flat. So that's kind of just moving sideways there. The daily MACD, let's see what we got there. Yeah, that's kind of just, up and down flirting with each other. It's good that it's on the positive side, but, we definitely need probably some upwards pressure here to get those to flip again. And then I want to show you guys the awesome oscillator on the weekly, because that actually hasn't been bullish in quite some time. So if you look here, the awesome oscillator has been in the negative since July, August of 2018. So we're working on about between 16 and 18 months or so on the negative side. So that's getting close. We could get a deflection off of the 0 line like we did here. This could just come back up and then come back down again before breaking up. Or we could just get back on the get on the positive side and work from there. But it's getting close. I would say in the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to have a touch on that diagonal trend line, whether we break bullish or bearish. That's to be decided. But we're definitely getting close here. Our Bollinger Bands are tight on the weekly. They're super tight on the daily. We're getting close to that diagonal downtrend resistance. We're definitely getting clues from the past cycles of DigiByte of what's happening at the moment. So we just have to wait and see. Probably going into Q1 of 2020, we're definitely going to have a significant move either way. I'm definitely keeping money on the sidelines in case we dip down lower, but I'm comfortable with a dip. You could possibly get, maybe a 50% dip to the downside. Maybe we see, 40, 45 sats again. Who knows if we get some rejection on that trend line. If not, then we're going to look to the upper portion of these bands here, which is between 105 and 135 sats, see how it reacts in there. And then if we blow past there, if we start to get that parabolic move. So we have to see. I'll keep you guys posted. I don't think anything's going to happen for the next few weeks. But it definitely looks good. I'm definitely accumulating here. None of this should be taken as financial advice, of course, but I've been accumulating this whole time in this channel between 76 and 105 sats. I just swapped some more Litecoin over to DigiByte yesterday. I don't have any liquidity on the sidelines to buy with cash, so I've been swapping some of my Litecoin. But yeah, if we get a dip down into the 40s, 50s sat levels, I'll be either swapping some more or purchasing some more DigiByte. But yeah, this is a great time to accumulate, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice, of course. Only invest more than you are willing to lose. In cryptocurrencies, this is a speculative asset, so trade safely and accumulate safely and do your own research. But yeah, we should definitely see something in the coming month, and I'll keep you guys posted. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll actually leave some links in the description for the Discord if you want to jump on the Discord. We're doing BTC, LTC, Ethereum, DigiByte, Ethereum Classic link. We get some information about hardware wallets there, so we're trying to grow that out. It's been a couple weeks. There's about 16 members there, trying to grow that channel out, give you guys as much information as I possibly could, and keep a lookout for DigiHex as well. I'm trying to get that off the ground, and we'll see what happens with that. But thanks, guys. Feel free to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.